don't make my same mistake with the Samsung Galaxy A54 or any other phone for that matter, but this is the latest and greatest. Well, greatest. I picked it up on a whim the other day. A lot of people have been asking me about it, wanting to know if I'm going to cover the Samsung Galaxy A54. I covered the A53 last year. It's an alright phone. Well, the A53 was an alright phone. This one's an alright phone. It's an even more alright phone than last year. But the problem is, I didn't buy a case and a screen protector for it. I was like, okay, I just picked it up, messed around with it for the day. It was cool. Everything was going good. And I just didn't get around to ordering a case and a screen protector for it yet. So I was outside shooting some B-roll today for an e-bike video that I've got coming out very, very soon. For whatever reason, I sat down on the concrete and it just, whoop, like a sled, just went right out of my pocket and landed onto the concrete. Got some damage there. So yeah, it's dinged up pretty good. You can see in the B-roll there. Yeah, wasn't really expecting that today. So now my precious A54 cosmetically imperfect. And I could have easily avoided that with even a cheap case and a screen protector. And I miss the days when phones used to come with them. Of course, there are some that still do, like Blue. They still give everything you need, the box. A lot of the phones like the Xiaomi's and the Pocos, the Redmi's, they're very good about it. Even if it's just a cheap one. Even if it's just a cheap plastic clear case and a cheap screen protector, all this could have been alleviated. Of course, it could have been alleviated if I actually planned ahead more. Normally, I don't put phones in my pocket or carry them outside until I put a screen protector in a case, which is why I wasn't overly worried about it. I was keeping it in the house. I wasn't doing anything crazy with it. I don't know what happened. Something just came over me, and I was like, you know what? I was in the heat of the moment. I was doing some stuff with the bike. I put the phone in my pocket. I walked outside. I sat down, and next thing I heard was crunch, and I was like, what? What is that noise? Because I didn't really even think about the phone being in my pocket, and then I was like, oh no. And then I picked it up and I looked at it and I'm like, okay, it's okay. Well, I looked at the wrong side of the phone. So I thought that I had avoided disaster. I was like, man, this plastic must be a tank. Like maybe it wasn't that big of a deal. I dodged a bullet. I went inside, I pulled it back out of my pocket. I'm like, that is one nasty scuff. Now, well, on the bright side, it didn't mess up the glass. So, I mean, it very well could have. It fell maybe about a foot onto the ground as I was sitting down. So the screen, it didn't crack, so that's good. And just so you know, on this phone, it has Gorilla Glass and it has plastic. The body is plastic. And plastic is actually really, really good at absorbing things, much better than glass. So I guess that's actually a good thing. If this were actually a metal body, it might have actually had a worse result than what I've got going on here, because that impact has to be absorbed somewhere. And, well, glass doesn't absorb impact very well. It just breaks. It shatters. So even with the Gorilla Glass 5 on the back, it's still pristine, intact. It didn't crack. So I'll give them kudos for that. It just seems like the plastic on the body here. So plastic frame, which is actually fine. I don't really have a whole lot of problem with that, especially if it cuts down on the price. Now, I don't think that it cut down on the price a whole lot in this instance because it's a $449 phone. I think it's overpriced. I thought last year's was overpriced. And it has a lot of decent things going for it. I mean, it's got a 1080p screen. Doesn't have the ultrasonic, but it does have the optical fingerprint scanner. It has an okay selfie. The cameras are okay. Like, they're nothing to write home about. But what you really care about with this phone, 5,000 milliamp battery. It's got a decent enough processor. It can do most things. It doesn't really have any multitasking power to it. Like, even when you're switching between apps, it'll still get a little choppy sometimes. You'll notice it here and there, just a tiny little hitch, and just enough that really kind of takes me out of the experience. But once you get inside apps, inside Twitter, inside Boom Beach, inside Google Chrome, inside pretty much whatever you're doing, it has 6 gigabytes of RAM. You can get an 8 gigabyte model as well. It seems to be mostly okay. It does seem to be slightly improved over last year, which of course it has the new 5nm processor, the Exynos 1380. That's the problem here. And from what I was reading on other people's feedback, it's not even really a good 2-day phone, even though it should, with 5,000 milliamp battery and having a decent processor. It's not super, super powerful. You would think it would get better battery. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. It's got an Exynos chip in it, so But overall, if you want something that's a good multimedia powerhouse, that you can play some light games, you can do your social medias, you can upload your TikTok videos and all that stuff, it's okay. And that's the thing I think they're going for here. Really, they want to give you a good screen, and the screen's great. Like, for the price tag in its class of phones, it has a very good screen, 120 hertz refresh rate, AMOLED display, not an LCD. So I do give them some credit here and there for it. But yeah, don't be like me. Get a case. Get a case and a screen protector. I've got a link or several links in the description. Go check some of those out. I've got a couple Spigens down there, just some ones that I would normally buy. Now, I have gone ahead and bought one. I've got an AM film screen protector coming in. It's got like a 3-pack for like $9-something. Tempered glass. I've really enjoyed their screen protectors for the last year or two. They've been doing a really good job. They're very, very inexpensive, and they're pretty high quality. And the great thing is, you can get a lot of different tempered glass screen protectors for this one. You don't need to worry about relying on like a film style one because it's a flat screen. It's not curved edge. So normally with like the S23 Ultra, you need to get a film style, or you need to get like the Whitestone Dome glass, because with the curved edges, it makes it much more difficult to try and get a good screen protector on them. That's why I always go the film route. I go with the film screen protectors when it comes to the curved edge displays, which is fine. It doesn't bother me. I'm just worried about scratches, not so much dropping it. And I usually put a case on it for that. So normally, I'm very, very, very pro case, very pro screen protector. I was just very lackadaisical about this one. I didn't buy one while I was at Best Buy. I ordered this on a whim. I was sitting there and I was reading some comments. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it for the people. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to test it out, make some videos and stuff. So, yep, I ordered it, and I didn't go to Amazon after that. I just ordered it for curbside pickup over at Best Buy, drove over there, got my phone, and then I came home, started messing with it. I'm like, hey, it's a pretty cool phone. Pretty decent in a couple different ways, and I'll make some content about it. I was doing some research on it, reading about the specs and all those things so I could bring you a video. And then today, I just went outside and floop, right on the concrete. So I give them kudos. It seems like it's held up pretty well. The glass didn't break, so I'm very, very thankful for that. Normally, you would kind of scoff at a plastic frame, but I think it actually saved me in this instance, and it didn't break the glass. Fortunately, it didn't scratch up the glass at all. That could have been also a problem part too. So don't be like me. Get a case and a screen protector for it. There's lots of different options out there. Many of them you can get for like $10 to $15. Check out the Spigens. Check out the Caseologies. Check out, I don't know if Rinky makes one, but there's a couple of different brands. Also, the Caseology Nano Pop, that one's available too. It's a little bit more expensive, but yeah, it's a good one. I love the Caseology Nano Pop. I love the Caseology Parallax. Spigen has several different ones, like the Thin Fit, I think the Slim Fit. They've got a couple different ones. I'll put a few links in the description just for my recommendations. You can check those out. Definitely check out the AM Film Screen Protector. And yeah, put something on your phone. If you order this, simultaneously go order accessories for it so it all shows up at the same time. You're good to go. You're protected. You don't have to worry about it. And then your investment is nice and it's secured. So that's all I got in this video. Just don't be like me. Don't be an idiot. Be a smart person. Like Apollo Creed says, don't be a stinker, be a thinker. Use your brain. And then you can avoid all this, right? So that's all I got in this video. If you have any questions or comments, please go to the comment section. I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, if you like this stuff, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And if you want to know about those, make sure you turn on notifications for all videos. Otherwise, who knows when you'll get them, right? So that's all I got. As always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching. I'll see you guys next time.